Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to cover how to get started in IQ Ideas Plus. If you're new to the platform, this session is designed to give you a practical foundation. We'll walk through the basics, show you how to start a project, explain the main workflows, and close with a few tips and tricks that can help you get value faster. By the end of this session, you should know where to begin, which workflow to choose, how CompassAI fits in, and a few best practices for getting stronger results with less trial and error. IQ Ideas Plus is a structured innovation workflow tool designed to help find solutions to business and technical problems, support brainstorming, and document work in a way that can be used to protect solutions. It guides you through describing a problem, exploring suggestions and relevant ideas, and building toward an invention description or evaluation output. A key part of the experience is CompassAI, IP.com's built-in AI assistant. CompassAI helps guide users through the workflow, especially within our Evaluate a New Idea module. It is meant to support you throughout the process, not replace your judgment. Once you log into IQ Ideas Plus, you can enable CompassAI. If CompassAI is turned on, you'll get the guided CompassAI workflow. If it's not turned on, you'll see the classic workflow. From there, you start by clicking New Project at the top of the page. After you create a project, IQ Ideas Plus presents 4 workflow options. These are the core starting points in the platform. Solve a problem, improve a system, build on an invention, evaluate a new idea. That choice matters because each workflow is built for a different kind of starting point. Let's discuss when to use each workflow. Solve a problem is the right choice when you already know the problem you're trying to solve and you have some sense of its causes or effects. In that workflow, you describe the problem, add related events, and then move on into idea generation and analysis. Improve a system is the best choice when you want to enhance an existing system or product. It's useful when the system already exists, but you want better performance, reduced cost, or a new capability. Build on an invention is for improving something related to existing IP. The workflow begins with 2 paths, from a published document ID or from an unpublished invention description. CompassAI can help you refine an abstract or think through the invention as you go. Evaluate a new idea is the workflow designed for novelty evaluation. It can import documents and automatically extract fields like the problem statement, invention description, and points of novelty, which helps accelerate the evaluation process. So a simple rule of thumb is, known problem, solve a problem. Existing product or system, improve a system. Existing patent or invention, build on an invention. Early concept you want to assess, evaluate a new idea. Now let's walk through the basic getting started workflow. We've already clicked on New Project, so now we'll choose a workflow that fits our use case. For today, let's use Evaluate a New Idea and give our analysis a name. At this stage, you can either type in information manually or, depending on your setup, upload a document. IQ Ideas Plus can automatically process supported uploads and pre-fill fields like the problem statement, invention description, and points of novelty. Supported file types include Word, PDF, Excel, PowerPoint, PNG, and JPEG files. If the parsing isn't perfect, you can still edit the fields manually. If you're using CompassAI, this is where it becomes especially helpful. At the input stage, CompassAI can help identify what may be missing or unclear in your problem statement, invention description, or points of novelty. It can also help verify whether the description includes enough detail to support a stronger novelty assessment. Once those first results are on screen, this is where the evaluation workflow really starts to add value. Rather than asking you to manually read every result from top to bottom, IQ Ideas Plus and CompassAI helps you interact with the result set in a more structured way. A good place to start is with similarities. This helps answer the question, where does my idea appear to overlap with what already exists? It gives users a faster way to identify whether the core concept or a specific point of novelty may already be reflected in prior patents or literature. From there, users can move to differences. This is often one of the most important parts of the evaluation because it helps shift the conversation from, did I find related art, to, what is actually distinct here? That distinction is critical when teams are deciding whether an idea needs refinement, whether it is ready for disclosure, or if it may justify moving forward in the patent process. Then there's applicability, which helps explain why a document showed up in the first place. This is especially helpful for those who may not be patent search experts. Instead of just seeing a result and wondering why it is relevant, they get additional context that ties the prior art document back to the invention they entered. That makes the workflow much more interpretable and much more useful in cross-functional settings where inventors, R&D leaders, and IP teams may all be reviewing the same material together. What's powerful here is that the platform is not just helping users retrieve information, it is helping them build an informed point of view. Users can quickly see where the strongest overlap exists, where the clearest differentiation may be, and which results deserve a closer read. At that point, the next question becomes, what do we do with this analysis? And that's where reporting comes in. From the evaluation screen, users can generate a technology vitality report. This report compares the idea against similar patent and non-patent literature and includes novelty-oriented metrics along with a front-page view of relevant documents. In other words, it helps turn the working analysis into something more decision-ready and shareable. If the goal is a faster internal summary, users can also choose Quick Export, which creates a Word document that summarizes the analysis so far, including invention uniqueness, invention description scores, the problem statement, invention description details, and related keywords. That gives teams a lightweight output they can use for internal review or follow-up conversations. So the practical workflow is this. Enter or import the invention details, refine them with CompassAI, interpret the retrieved art through similarities, differences, and applicability, and then turn that work into an output the broader team can actually use. That's what helps move the process from raw idea evaluation to a more confident innovation decision. If you're using one of the structured ideation workflows like solve a problem or improve a system, the idea stage becomes central. There you'll typically see tabs such as existing and inventive. The existing tab shows patents and non-patent literature that provide background and examples of how similar problems have been approached before. The knowledge base specifically recommends reviewing the top 10 or 20 existing publications first because that gives you a grounded starting point before brainstorming. This gives users a way to go beyond what already exists and think more creatively in a structured way. The Inventive tab surfaces forward-looking inventive ideas generated from patent and technical document analysis. One of the biggest advantages of CompassAI is that it reduces the blank page problem. A helpful way to position CompassAI is this. It helps you produce better search-ready inputs and clearer invention framing. That means the quality of the downstream analysis improves too. For teams working quickly, that matters a lot. CompassAI is a necessary tool for sharpening the problem statement, constraints, and novelty-bearing elements before moving into evaluation and summary outputs. Let's finish the walkthrough with a few tips and tricks that can make a real difference. Tip 1. Start with the right workflow. Don't force everything into one workflow. Match the workflow to your starting material and objective. Tip 2. Review existing ideas before inventing from scratch. You should review the top 10 or 20 existing publications first. That gives you background, avoids reinventing the wheel, and often sparks stronger follow-up ideas. Tip 3. Let CompassAI help improve your inputs. If your problem statement or invention description is vague, your results will be weaker. Use CompassAI to refine missing details and improve clarity early. Tip 4. Use points of novelty deliberately. In evaluating a new idea, points of novelty can be entered manually or refined with CompassAI. You can also choose how many documents are returned per point of novelty from 1 to 25. That gives you control over breadth versus focus. Tip 5. Use similarities, differences, and applicability together. New users often only look at what overlaps with prior art, but the value comes from using all three views together: overlap, uniqueness, and relevance explanation. That combination gives a much clearer first read novelty picture. Tip 6. Save your best ideas in the notepad. Under the Ideas stage, you can save examples or your own ideas to the notepad so you can revisit and build on them later. This is a simple habit, but it helps preserve momentum during ideation. Tip 7. Think in terms of repeatable workflow, not one-off experimentation. We recommend a repeatable pattern. Clarify the invention, run evaluation, interpret results, and export a summary. So if we step back, the getting started path in IQ Ideas Plus is actually very straightforward. First, create a new project. Second, choose the workflow that matches your use case. Third, enter or import your inputs. Fourth, use CompassAI to improve clarity and completeness. Fifth, review results and ideas in a structured way. And finally, organize and save your work so it becomes reusable. That's really the key to success in IQ Ideas Plus. Not just generating ideas, but using a structured workflow to make the ideas clearer, stronger, and easier to act on. Thanks everyone for joining. To recap, IQ Ideas gives you 4 practical starting workflows. CompassAI helps you frame and refine your thinking, and a few simple habits like choosing the right workflow, reviewing existing ideas first, refining inputs, and organizing analyses early can dramatically improve your experience. If you're just starting out, the easiest place to begin is usually in a small, real use case. One problem, one system, one invention, or one idea that you want to evaluate. Start there, follow the workflow, and build from experience. Thanks again, and I hope this gives you a strong foundation for getting started in IQ Ideas Plus.